Okay guys, today on Chris Does What? Got our boat and we are working on wiring. This is the engine wiring harness. Ooh, spider web. Our mechanic took and disconnected all the wires from all the accessories in the engine bay, so wiring diagram. You got to figure out where everything goes because I was going to label, but he thought it would be better that I just not label and figure it out. So y'all stay tuned and we're going to figure this out. Okay guys, so when you're doing wiring on your boat, never do this. Never cut a wire and try to splice in the middle and leave it unshielded. It will turn into that. And never just wrap everything up with electric tape. This thing was so wrapped up with electric tape that all the wiring that was exposed, see, it just looks like shit now. So I have to fix all that. When you're splicing these wires, use something like these connectors. These have heat shrink ends on them, and so you can crimp them down. When you strip off your wire, you only strip off a little bit. You slide it in, and I use these wire strippers, which are a little small. And then you need a good pair of wire crimps. Them. And I didn't damage the insulation around it. Now I'm going to crimp the other side. Okay, nicely crimped. Now I'm going to take and the reason I use these right here is because you add heat to them and it'll shrink them up. So we'll show you what that looks like here and how it will bind these. It's actually got a glue inside and it's not going to come loose. So heat gun. And you see it, it's starting to all come together now. And you can see the wire through it. And it's not like it's hot, not hot in Florida. And that will also help hold it together so it won't pull apart. But you see right there, you don't want to get it too hot. You don't want to start melting the insulation on your wiring. But you see how that glue just squeezed out there on both sides? That makes it much better. For this, I'm probably going to have to do solder and heat shrink because they got so many wires running into this one junction that I don't know how I would do it with these little hose things right here, these little connectors, butt connectors. These are the butt connectors I'm using. If you want, see link down below. They're nice and they're not that bad priced. Okay, so I'm going to continue to put this wiring together. And then I'll show you how I seal up the wires and make it all look manageable and also maintenanceable because if you electric tape over all this, you can't see what your wires are doing, and you'll get water and stuff in it. Water's bad, especially on a boat. It'll really make your wires look really bad. Okay guys, so I've been playing around with the wires, and I cleaned up all the ones that were, most of the ones that are damaged. I still have a few damaged ones, but I'm going through here, and well, I had to do some soldering on some because they were just much too big to put together otherwise. And I had to heat shrink, and I used, of course, these little clamps here. Go on Amazon. They're really nice. Just they shrink right up. They have glue that comes out. It looks really nice, and it's going to keep the water out. Something you want on the boat. Now, I'm going to start going through and putting this stuff on here. I'm not going to tape it all up. I'm just going to tape, you know, pieces of it. Because the idea of this is to keep your wires from rubbing against something and shorting out. It's not to be completely sealed. I want these to, of course, let water escape, and hopefully not burn up my wiring. So that's where I am so far. Of course, I'll hold this wiring harness up when I'm through, and hopefully it looks beautiful. Okay guys, so we have the wiring harness cleaned up. It's going to be a later video of us getting this installed and getting it routed. I didn't cover all these wires yet because of course I want to run them and then make them pretty. But this is a lot better than what it was. I took and I did a lot of soldering, and I did a lot of cleaning up the wiring and cut out all the pieces that were burnt. And it's just hopefully a lot more functional wiring harness. So if you like this, what?
So it looks good.
Yes.
So much better.
Moral support back here. She's been cleaning on the boat.
Yeah.
But if you like this channel, subscribe. If you like this video, hit that like button. It's down there somewhere. Looks like this. And you can also check us out on chrisdoeswhat.com or dininginwithdanielle.com. She has some awesome recipes. Keeps me nice and healthy, guys.
One's in the oven right now. It's an experiment, so I may put it out there.
So stay tuned. We may have some more experiments coming to the Dine In with Danny. It's both the Danielle. It's both the same thing. And y'all please take care.